Alright, let's move down into the plunger lift states. We're going to take a look at what dictates one full cycle for the plunger lift down. So when we say state 1, what we are saying is that we are in fall delay, and so we have entered a time to ensure that the plunger gets to the bottom. And so that's all we're doing in state 1 is putting in a time that can ensure that the plunger is on bottom. And then once we get on bottom, now we move into state 2. And in state 2, we are waiting for a reason to open. So we may be looking at a differential pressure between tubing and line. We may be looking at just tubing. We may be just doing an off time. Okay, if you're doing an off time, then your off time, the actual time that the valve is closed, is state 1 and state 2. So if you've got a fall delay of 30 minutes and then you move into state 2 and you want to use a time, a total off time of 40 minutes, then you would want to set your state 2 timer for 10 minutes so that you get a 30-minute fall delay and then move into state 2 and give yourself another 10 minutes to get your 40 minutes of off time. Now the other options in state 2 we'll get to in a moment, but once you have a reason to open the valve, then we'll move into state 3. And in state 3, we're looking for the plunger to arrive. We're waiting on that plunger to pass the arrival switch and to show us that the plunger has arrived. Now if you're running in intermitter mode, you will just move right through this state 3 for plunger to arrive, and you'll move right into afterflow. So once that plunger's arrived, we now move into afterflow, which is state 6. Okay, state 4 would be blow valve. If we had to use, we wanted to use a blow valve to help a plunger to arrive. State 5 is plunger arrived. We'll get into what options we have down in state 5, such as swabbing. But once that plunger arrived, we move into our afterflow state, which is state 6. And so now the valve is open, we're flowing, and now we're looking for a reason to close the valve and to complete one full cycle.